Hello and welcome back to another episode of Umineko.
Hi.
Sorry about the last two episodes with my audio being a bit choppy. I changed stuff up and hopefully now it's fine. So hopefully this time I don't have to go through another horrible roller coaster of emotions. We'll see though. Because you remember last time, Angie killed everyone.
Well,
Uryu, Maria, answer me.
saying my nothing.
Uryu. I changed back into a stuffed animal. I could use this voice again. So I really am a stuffed animal? I'm made of cloth and cotton. So there's no way I can talk? So I can't talk to Maria? Sakataro looked up at Maria sadly. This is one hell of a way to explain why we haven't seen Sakataro in the previous episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Maria's face was covered with tears, and it looked as though it hadn't even lost all traces of sadness.
I hear you, Sakutaro. You aren't a stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton. You are my friend. I hate Enju.
Uryu, sorry Maria, I'm a boy again. Uryu! Sakataro regretted doing that. He regretted going back into stuffed animal form. By freezing her heart, Maria had finally been able to escape from her sadness. By speaking up and calling her back, he had caused her to be overwhelmed with sadness again. Sakataro tried hugging Maria, letting go of her, and gazing at her uneasily, lost as to how he could bring Maria's spirits up. Is it a bad idea or a good idea to cosplay as Sakataro?
Why would it be a bad idea?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's. I say it's a whatever you want.
Cause like, the more I look, oh god damn it, hold on. The more I look at him, the more I love the fit,
Mm-hmm.
and the more I'm like, damn, I kind of want that fit. He might have looked a little humorous doing that. In the end, that was enough to distract Maria from her sadness.
Sorry, crying won't help anything anymore.
You got in a fight with Angie, but you still have lots of friends, Maria. I'm not the only one. Everyone's here. Sakusuke and Sakakichi, the animal band, and many, many more.
Maria looked at the many stuffed animals around her pillow, which were gathered together as though they were having an idle chat.
Everyone is worried about you, Maria. They're talking over and over about how to cheer you up, okay?
Everyone won't go away like Enju.
They won't. We'll always be together.
Really? All of you are only with me at home. We can't go together when Mama's around, and we can't go to school.
I'm so confused as to where we are in the timeline right now. So I think we're back to pre-1986. I think this is... I was just doing the editing for the previous episode the other day, so I have, like, that fresh in my mind. And we got, like, while Angie was, like, feeling her heart and stopped believing in everyone, and we got a little flashback to when her and Maria were talking to each other as little kids. So I think we're where she was like, "Oh, you're being silly. Maria, the Sakataro's just a stuffed animal. I think we're after that. I'm trying to, like, put together the timeline in my head.
You aren't supposed to take it to school, so you get in trouble if the teacher finds out. But if no one finds out, we can be together at any time.
Sakataro, you're big, so you'd be found.
Then you can take one of the kids that are small enough to walk around with. For example, what about them? If you take the friends in the forest band,
Oh no.
look, they're small, so you can hide them in your pocket and go to school together.
There's a lot of them in the band. I can't fit them all in my pocket.
She collected all of the forest band pieces that were scattered across her bed. There were about as many of them as pieces in a chess set, so it'd probably be impossible to fit them all in her pocket. God damn.
In that case, you can just take friends that you're especially close with. You don't have to take acquaintances. You can take the 4 rabbits, your best friends in the forest band.
The 4 rabbits are supposed to be the Chesters.
Oh.
Or like the inspiration for the Chesters.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that, yeah.
I can fit 4 in my pockets. Yeah. This way they won't be found.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm not sure if that was a spoiler or not, but
I mean, it makes sense.
they're rabbits. It's you'll see later on.
I'm thinking, is this why there's only 2? Because I know these, like, little forest band creatures are, like, they're made, like, of porcelain or something. So I'm thinking she's gonna take 4 of them to school and is gonna break 2 of them, which is why there's only 2 Chiester sisters. That's my theory. That's where my brain is going right now.
Let's see.
Now you won't be alone even at school, Maria. Those kids will be with you even where I can't go.
Yeah, maybe I won't be lonely that way. Maybe I can hold out until coming home from school.
As long as we aren't found by the teacher and Mama, we can be with you at any time. So let's be together, play together forever. We definitely won't leave you all alone, Maria. Who do you?
Maria's expression finally regained a little of its brightness. That's right. In the beginning, Maria's world didn't have Angie in it. Even without Angie, it was fun with everyone. And yet, strangely enough, it suddenly became sad without Angie, who would come in at the end. All that's happened is that I've returned to the world right before Angie entered it. So there's nothing to be sad about.
Yeah, you're not lonely. Sakatato and the others are with me.
Who do you? I love you, Maria.
I won't let any more humans come into my world. Mariage Social is an alliance between me and Beatrice only. From the start, even Beatrice didn't want Angie to join. Didn't want to let Angie join. It's all right this way. Angie was still too young.
For now, if you be friends with Angie again, I think it's okay to forget about it. You can play together once you regain your high spirits, Maria. Until then, all of us will be by your side. Unless you, like, die in a gruesome, horrible tragedy.
That'd suck, wouldn't it?
That'd be horrible! But, you know, maybe Angie would be sufficiently traumatized enough to build a sort of altar of you in her traumatized, scarred headspace.
True.
Sakatato, you're getting very specific about this.
Thank you, Sakatato, everyone.
Then, Maria once again regained her former world. She regained the world that wasn't lonely, where she was surrounded by many friends. Just like usual, she didn't have any human friends at school, but her magic friends were always with her. The rabbit band she hid in her pockets talked with her during class, sounding like they were having fun. Just listening to that greatly embellished the time she spent in class. Maria made it so that, as long as Mama and the teacher didn't find out, her other friends could always be with her. When Mama told Maria to go play outside, Maria would secretly pack Sakatoro and Sasuke and the rest into her bag and play together at the library somewhere. Even when Mama was late coming home and Maria went shopping for dinner, she always went with Sakataro. The man at the convenience store and the other people were nice to Sakataro. He sometimes gave his second portion free for Maria and Sakataro. That's so cute! See, Rosa? You're abusing your kid for nothing. When Mama found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing Sakataro and the rest outside. When the teacher found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing toys to school. The toxin must be strong in Mama and the teacher. That's why Sakataro looks like a normal
True.
stuffed animal to them. Huh?
True. They must have so much magic toxin.
After all, the convenience store man and the others say hello to Sakataro. Not all humans are hopeless. There are tons of people who, unlike Angie and Mama and teacher, can say hello to magic friends like I can. Oh, Maria-chan, welcome. Was your mama late coming home tonight too?
Yeah, but I've got Sakataro, so I'm not lonely. Right, Sakataro?
Uryu, it's not just Sakataro today. Some other friends came too.
Oh, other friends, is it? What kind of friends did you bring today?
Today, the rabbits from the forest band are also with me. Look, in my pocket.
If I was a cashier at a convenience store, like a late night cashier, and basically every day this little girl came in toting her stuffed animals, and and always were like, I have my other friends too. Look. I'd just be like, okay, humanity isn't in danger. I'm just saying, I think it would make my day. Maria began to line up 4 ceramic rabbit dolls on the register. As the owner of the shop looked at it, smiling, he sent a signal to a park timer with his chin. Then the sign on the other register that said closed was taken down, and a voice called out for everyone to move over there. All of the people in the line behind Maria lined up behind that one. I see. You do have a lot of friends, Maria-chan. But I hope your mama comes home soon.
Mama's busy with work again, so she's spending the night at the company. It's been very busy lately. She hasn't even been able to get much time to talk to me on the telephone. But I'm not lonely. I've got Sakataro and the rest. Right?
Uryu!
I've even got all the rabbits from the band. Look. QQ.
Is QQ the sound a rabbit makes? I have never heard that. After smiling at Sakataro, who was poking his head out of her knapsack. I know it's just the stuffed animal, but I am imagining boy Sakataro. Just in the backpack. She played around with the rabbit band on the register, making them frolic around. Although the shop manager gazed at this pleasantly, he had slightly pitying look on his face. This was apparently a single mother household where the mother had to work hard and couldn't come home very often. On top of that, it looked like this girl didn't even have any friends. As he watched her play around happily with her dolls and claimed that she wasn't lonely despite everything, he couldn't help but feel kind of compassion. I mean, yeah, obviously. And actually, this wasn't limited to him alone. Maria had become quite famous in this shopping district. Oh my god, I can just imagine all the store owners like, have you seen this little girl? She's adorable. Maria-chan, you should eat some Odin every once in a while. If you don't eat your eggs and fish paste, you won't get big.
Can't get a cream roll?
Uryu, if you don't eat certain things, you won't get big. How about Odin for today?
Then I'll have some then.
Yep, that's the ticket. Why don't I stick a whole bunch in there? Want mustard?
You handle spicy.
Sakutaro is white? What do you mean you can't handle spicy things? It's mustard! What are you on about?
I see. And you make sure you don't let it spill on the way home. It'll sure be delicious while it's hot.
Thank you.
She had planned on getting some sweet pastries for dinner, but since Odin had been recommended to her, she'd be having that tonight instead. Letting someone else determine the menu makes for an unexpected and interesting meal. Very often, Maria had to decide what her dinner would be on her own, so it was easy for the menu to get a little one-sided. So, it felt fun to have a meal she hadn't anticipated.
Good you. Thanks for giving us extra, mister.
Send my regards to your other friends at home. No stuffing yourselves on the way back. Go straight home and eat it there.
Thanks, mister.
Maria raised the bag with the Odin container high. Oh god. Oh fuck.
Huh?
You? What is it, Maria?
The key isn't in my pocket.
Oh god, okay. Standing in front of the door to her house, Maria searched all over her body. The key to the house wasn't there. Do they not have a hide key? She always methodically put it in the same pocket. There was no way she had put it in another pocket, but she searched her whole body just in case. Unsurprisingly, it wasn't there.
Did you drop it when you took your wallet out?
No. When I took my wallet out, I definitely felt it. I also felt it when I searched my pocket partway here. It was there until partway. I didn't drop it.
Even though the late autumn wind had been bearable when Maria had been thinking of returning home, where the heater was, now that she was confused and had lost her key, that wind tormented her. But no matter how hard she searched, she couldn't find her key. She turned out all her pockets and even tried taking off her jacket and hitting it, but to no avail. Of course, she also turned the knapsack Sakutaro was in upside down, but the key didn't come out. Only Sakutaro did. Something that should have been there wasn't where it was supposed to be. Why isn't the key there? When I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, sweetheart. Why isn't it? Why? Why? Maria was cold and frustrated and angry, and she stamped on the ground. The bottom of her foot throbbed, but that didn't lessen her frustration. At the same time, her tears poured out. It wasn't her fault, so it was someone else's fault. But Maria didn't know who that someone was and could do nothing but continue to let out a moan of anger.
Uryu, I'm sure you dropped it part way. Let's look for it, okay? Let's return on the road where we came by and search, okay?
Even though I went to all the trouble of buying Oden and got eggs and stuff for free, I won't be able to eat it while it's hot.
Maria, I know it's frustrating, but let's search, okay? It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault, so let's search.
Maria finally lent an ear to Sakutaro's word and began to trot back down the road she had come on. The wind was colder than before, and it felt like it was blowing in through the corners of her jacket in a mean way.
Let's watch our feet closely and search, okay? Then let's get home quickly, let the heater warm us up, and eat Odin, alright? I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Gone. It's gone.
Oh no. It reminded me of something. As Sakataro once encouraged her, Maria searched for the key. But she made it all the way back
Something.
about the rose.
Uh.
She made it all back that way to the convenience store where she bought the Odin. She hadn't found it. Just in case, she asked the man at the convenience store whether they had found a drop key. But they hadn't found anything. One more time, she returned home, paying close attention to the area around her feet. But, unsurprisingly, she didn't find it. She was no longer frustrated enough to stomp her feet, but hot tears dripped down her face. The Odin had cooled down completely. Even though she had been told it would be delicious and warm, she hadn't been able to eat it. Even though that man had given her so much free stuff.
Uryu, don't cry. Mama isn't coming back tonight. Let's do our very best in search. I don't know why I added very.
Why can't I find it?
Maria, don't cry. Let's do our best in search. Maria.
Maria was no longer able to hold back her tears. Sobbing, she clutched Sakataro and held the bag of Odin, returning once more down the road she had come by. Perhaps because more and more houses and stores had turned their lights off by now, it was even darker and harder to search than before. And once again, without finding the key, she returned to the convenience store. Maria-chan, still can't find your key.
My key, it's gone.
Wasn't your mother away for the night? So you can't get into your house without a key? Do they not have a hide key?
Can't get it in.
Well, that's not good. Did you try going to the police? They might be able to help you.
Mama said not to talk to policemen, even if they start talking to me.
Mama said police are class traitors.
Oh? Well, why is that?
She said it's because we have a weird kitchen in the basement that she doesn't want the police knowing about.
It's probably because Rosa would be liable for making such a young girl like Maria watch over the house by herself. And because she knew that this wasn't something that would be permitted by society. So Maria was indoctrinated into changing the stores she bought things at, so that she didn't catch the eyes of adults. Using indoctrinated is such an insane word choice here. And it is saying no more than a greeting to policemen, even if they talk to her. Maria had immediately done as she was told. Instead of considering why she must do that, she was much more concerned with meekly obeying because her mother had told her so. But the manager of the convenience store probably didn't think of it that way. In the first place, seeing such a young girl being forced to watch over the house alone, and so frequently, would make anyone worry. And then, after making the round trip between her home and the studio once, her home and the store once more, and arriving at the convenience store for a third time, a policeman was there. It's that child. Maria-chan, did you find your key?
Didn't find it.
What's your name, miss?
I want my lawyer.
The policeman asked her name, but Maria didn't answer. Did your mother tell you not to talk to policemen? Don't worry, no need to be scared of me. I just have a gun. Have you eaten dinner yet, miss?
I bought some, but I couldn't go home. I couldn't get into my house, so I couldn't eat it.
What's your mother doing? Is she not coming home tonight? Is it her work?
Uh,
Do you know how we can contact your mother at work? Maria hung her head limply. She didn't understand why the policeman was getting mad at her. No, he probably wasn't getting mad at her, but if this reached her mother's ears, then she would definitely be in trouble. Even if she didn't understand the reason why she would be in trouble, she at least understood that much. But the policeman wouldn't let Maria go, and her head was swimming from hunger. The policeman noticed that, and it was decided that he'd listen to the story as they ate in the police box. Maria was taken to the police box. She had her Odin heated in a microwave oven, and even salty rice cakes and hot tea were brought out for her. She had been told not to talk to policemen, but after being asked about Sakataro, she responded, starting to feel that this wasn't a bad person. Maria, if only you knew. And anyway, she wouldn't be able to return home now, so she didn't know what to do. The policeman stops her and she says, like, "Am I being detained?" She told him Mama's work phone number, which she had been told to tell no one of, and to only use it in a very, very serious situation. Oh my god! In the tatami room inside the police box. They have a tatami room inside the police box? As she ate the Odin that was so hot it felt like it would burn her, she watched the policeman making the phone call, lazily thinking, "I'm probably gonna get in trouble."
Will Mama get mad at me?
I'm still shocked that they have a fucking... I don't know much about Japanese police, but it seems crazy to me that they would have a tatami room in a police box.
Yeah. It's a little odd.
He must have been listening to the phone ringing for a very long time. With the receiver up to his ear, the policeman looked up at the clock, grumbling. Maybe they aren't picking up because their business hours are over. Huh? Hello? Hello? This voice has changed. Is this Anti-Rosa Ltd? This is the Komatsugawa Police Department police box in front of Senbonzakura Station. Is President, President Ushiromiya available? Yes. What? She's...
Hi.
I'm on the floor right now. Are you fucking kidding me, Rosa?
Rosa moment.
You keep telling me I'm not gonna like episode 5 because of because of the Natsuhide story in it, but she's gonna have to do...
I know, I don't think I never said that. I never
you-
said you're not gonna like
You
episode
said my
5 because
opinion of Natsuhide is gonna change.
it's gonna change. I said it's gonna change.
But she's gonna have to do some real fucked up shit to pass even Kirie. Like...
Okay,
So-
but Kirie hasn't actually done anything wrong.
That's why this is my ranking of Umineko mothers from worst to best. Ava's the worst, then Rosa, then Kirie, then Natsuhi. Ava's at the top because of the whole considering selling Angie to fucking slavers thing.
She could have also just said that, but yeah, it's an awful thing to say.
I don't for a second believe that Ava was just saying it. She absolutely considered it.
I can see it.
She's on vacation? She's on vacation? Try to add some trembling anger. Yes. Oh, wait.
Yes, starting yesterday, the president has been on a 3-day vacation. Is there some business you have with her?
Oh, no, never mind. So you don't know where she might be? You haven't heard where to contact her, have you?
Sure, could you hold on for a second? Hey, anyone heard where the president went for a vacation? Or how to contact her? I hear she was going for an all-you-can-eat crabs in Sapporo with her boyfriend! I'm running out of voices. I'm running out of fucking tertiary character voices.
Don't worry.
I'm sure such a cool place would do wonders for shrinking the distance between them, don't you?
Wild thing to say.
haven't heard how to contact them. Yeah, understood. Hello. I heard she went to Sapporo, but I'm not so sure how to reach her. Should I take a message?
Yeah, her fucking daughter. I see. What shame. Well then, if you manage to get in touch with her again, could you tell her that we called? Sure, yes. After that, I was taken to the police department, which was even bigger, and ended up spending the night there. Then, they asked me various things about myself. A lady who called herself the district welfare officer came by and asked about a lot of things. Finally!
Someone help this girl!
And I was told, you poor thing. When I heard that, I learned for the first time.
Am I a poor thing?
Oh, God. You... That's not true. You're happy, Maria.
Then, Rosa came back. Oh god, I had to voice her. Saying awful shit. Maria was told to go to her room. But on her way back from the bathroom, she hid by the entrance to the living room and listened in on the exchange. The person who had come to visit was the female district welfare officer who had asked Maria various questions on that other day.
You can't be so pushy. Maria's heart is too innocent and delicate, so if there was an insensitive kid there, she could be hurt. Please stop your pointless meddling.
Rosa, you are not doing good burying the lead. You want to take this character?
Yeah, sure.
But in that case, miss, if the child is so delicate, why leave her home all alone?
Get her ass! Contradiction!
Shouldn't a mother be together with her child?
I am together with her as much as I should be. I don't need to take instructions from you or
Okay.
something like that. Fuck off.
Oh, really? She's very well known in this area. They say your daughter frequently goes out at night to buy things and eat. Everyone was worried and looking out for her.
How do you know that was my child? There's got to be plenty of children around this town, right? Don't just suddenly decide that is my Maria. Kids sometimes walk around outside at night, right? How can you prove that they were all my child?
God, using that fucking Ushiro Miya prove it stance.
It's well known around the shopping center that a girl holding a lion stuffed animal often stops by to eat dinner and buy things. Everyone treated Maria-chan with care out of concern for her. Sometimes people even escorted her home thinking the night roads might be dangerous, you see.
Damn, what shitty part of Japan are they living in? I know it's not 100% safe in Japan. I just wanted to make the joke. Covering my ass just in case.
Okay.
You can find lion stuffed animals anywhere. It is none of their business escorting her home. Are they thinking of kidnapping Maria? Don't bother her. Maria is my child. I am raising her. I have no intention of putting her in some strange institution. Stop your needless meddling. Does that lion stuffed animal mean me?
It's okay. I'm the one in trouble. It has nothing to do with you, Sakutaro.
Is Sakutaro gonna have his second existential crisis this episode? Maria hugged Sakutaro, continuing to watch her mother fearfully.
I also wish I could be with Maria every day. That's why I go on a vacation to be with my boyfriend. But I'm a single mother, so I have to work. You may not look it, but I'm a president of a company and I bear responsibility for my employees' well-being. I'm busy with my work all year round, so there's no time for me to rest.
Okay. Get her ass.
Okay.
Really? But you've been on vacation these last 3 days, haven't you?
I can't believe Umineko's got me rooting for a cop. First time for anything, I guess.
I've not been on vacation. I've stayed in my company all night working. There's a mountain of matters to be taken care of that the other unreliable employees can't handle.
Why are you lying like that? Someone from your company said that you were taking a 3-day vacation, you see. You went to Hokkaido with your boyfriend, right?
Oh, it's something with Sapporo. Or Sapporo. Oh, Sapporo is in Hokkaido. I'm not good with geography.
Leaving your daughter by herself for 3 whole days?
I don't know anything about this boyfriend. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. Where are you getting this nonsense? Why? Why? Do you have any proof? What the hell? Don't just start butting in on someone else's family matters. I love Maria. I have my own way of loving her, so just keep your mouth shut. I didn't go on a vacation. I was just working the whole time. I was trying to finish things up at work with all my strength because I wanted to see Maria as soon as I could. I stayed at the company the whole Jesus fucking Christ, whole time. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. Don't just go ahead and say something like that. Just get out. Get out. What's wrong with you? Get out. Get out. I'm just gonna. Rosa raged, her hair flying wildly. A teacup was knocked over from the force of her standing up. But far louder than that was the sound of her beating the table with both hands. When faced with this rage that could accurately be described as a wide-eyed derangement, the district welfare officer couldn't help but be taken aback. What the fuck does Rosa do to get out of this that keeps Maria with her? And the same went for Maria, who was secretly watching this from the hallway. She had already seen her mother in a rage several times before this, but she had never seen her this crazed with anger. When she saw this, Maria was sure. This was no longer her mother. It was some other evil being that was possessing her mother's body. And then, she herself was discovered by the evil being. Maria knew that she was being reflected in the evil being's eyes. Her mind went blank, and her field of vision was racing off into the distance. After fiercely closing in on Maria, Rosa mercilessly slapped her on her small shoulders. Yeah, do this in front of the welfare officer. And dropped her gaze towards the stuffed animal Maria's holding, Sakataro. Oh god, no! Maria? Even though I told you so many times not to take that outside, you brought it with you, didn't you? Uryu, oh god, I'm gonna die. It isn't Maria's fault. I told her to take me.
That's not true. I brought Sakutaro on my own because I was lonely. So, Mama, it isn't Sakutaro's fault.
Uryu, Maria.
It's not Sakutaro's fault. It's not Sakutaro's fault.
Instead of Maria, the brunt of Rosa's anger was aimed at the lion stuffed animal Maria was holding. Welfare officers still in the living room, gang. A girl went shopping in the middle of the night, always clutching a lion stuffed animal. Because of that, she had become well known in the shopping center. Didn't I tell you not to take stuffed animals with you? Why? Can't you listen to what Mama said? Why? Why can't you follow Mama's rules? With every single word, she stamped her heel and banged furiously on the wall. Of course, she didn't make direct contact with Maria. However, the violence of the harsh sounds certainly beat against her. Is the cop just watching? Yeah, okay, finally.
Miss, stop that.
Let go! I said let go, damn it!
The district welfare officer had come back to her senses and was pinning Rosa's arm behind her back. But the instant Rosa was touched, she went wild, fiercely throwing the welfare officer off. Okay, that's assaulting a police officer. You're going to jail.
not a police officer, but
Whatever.
you know, yeah.
She hit the table and fell to the ground. A teacup on the table smashed on the floor, making a violent sound. Did the welfare officer fucking die?
Maria didn't do anything wrong. It's my fault. So don't scold Maria.
I'm the one who brought Sakutaro. It's not Sakutaro's fault. It's not Sakutaro's fault. So don't look at Sakutaro with those scary eyes. Don't look at him.
Don't scold Maria. Don't scold Maria. Who are you?
What were you doing just now and a minute ago, too? Do you also play with dolls like that outside? Did you do it in front of the people in the store? So that's why they remembered you!
It's worse. It's a lot worse in some of the other translations. So, be thankful.
How is it better or worse in that translation you sent me?
I said it's worse. It's worse.
It's worse in that translation? Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
For
Drop
those
an
who
R
don't-
slur.
Oh my god! For those who don't know, Rena recently showed me a screenshot of a different translation for Umineko, where Battler was just cursing like a sailor, and I was tempted to just change translations partway through because I thought that one was funnier. I'm glad I didn't now. Editing me, go ahead and put that screenshot
kind of a
up if
hassle
you
to
can
get.
find it. Huh?
It's kind of a hassle to get.
Oh, great. But editing me, go ahead and throw up that
The translation.
screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, let's just take a quick look at that screenshot that's on the screen right now. We'll just look at that, bring some levity into the situation. All right, and then we'll move that away and go back to domestic abuse. Die, you brainless moron! Why are you such a dumbass? So, like, answer me honestly. When you went out, you always walked around with that stuffed animal without telling Mama, right? You... Stop using that weird stuffed animal talk! Speak with your own words, not a stuffed animal's!
Sakutaro isn't a stuffed animal. He's my friend. Don't call him a stuffed animal. Don't.
Yeah, I did it. It was called Sakutaro, was it? You took him with you all the time when you went shopping without telling Mama, right?
Yeah.
Maria admitted it honestly. If she hadn't admitted it, then Sakutaro would have said something to take the blame. So by admitting it right away, she was protecting her small friend. Only Sakutaro? Any others? You haven't been bringing weird things to school too, have you?
Miss, surely your daughter has done nothing wrong. Stop this interrogation at once.
Surely there's more you can do than verbally scold Rosa, right? Like, there has to be more you can do. You stay quiet! I'm talking with my daughter, aren't I?
The lack of care from the child welfare officer is very much on purpose. Yukishi used to work in like Japan's equivalent of CPS.
Who did?
Yukishi.
Oh. God, that makes this Man, this makes this worse. Using his real life experience. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, basically saying they don't do shit, which, yeah.
Come on, Maria, look at Mama when you talk. What's the answer to Mama's question?
It wasn't just Sakutaro. All the rabbits were with me too.
You know, I thought two of the rabbits were gonna get broken, but I think this is the saddest way possible. Do you have them with you now? Maria fished around in her pockets, pulling out 4 ceramic rabbits with her tiny hand. The rabbits were close friends who could be together with her at school in Sakataro's place. But when Rosa saw that, she shook her head slightly as though dizzy. On a school notice, it had been written that Maria was apparently bringing toys to school and playing with them, and her family was instructed to try and prevent this. But Rosa had rejected that, blaming the teacher and phoning in a protest of her own to the school, saying that there was no way her child would bring toys to the school. For nearly an hour, she had shouted at the vice principal to stop making false accusations about her daughter. God fucking damn it, Rosa. To a certain degree, those at the school had grasped that Maria was a pitiful girl. They knew that the small toys she brought in were her only friends, though they had done their best to overlook it. But when other students got sight of them, some of the boys had started complaining that only she could bring in toys, and the school had racked their brains on how to cope with this. They had tried to gently send a warning by way of the mother. But after Rosa's overreaction, even Maria's teacher decided to overlook it. But now Rosa knew. She had been the one who was wrong, and her daughter really had been bringing toys to school. And those at the school had known that she was a disgrace who brought toys to school and played with them as though they were her only friends. To Rosa, who thought her daughter was just a little different from normal children, fuck you, Rosa, having this peculiar side of her daughter exposed and found fault with was, more than anything else, something she couldn't bear. So she howled. She raged. The district welfare officer tried to cut between Rosa and Maria again, but she only met with Rosa's wrath once more. I know you said this is based on the author's experience as a CPS worker, but God, it really feels like if you're seeing it in if you're seeing it happen, you know? Like, it's a different kind of negligence when they don't investigate enough. But, like, this is a whole nother level of negligence, you know?
Yeah.
Rosa once again threw the woman off with a face like a demon. And when even that failed to curb her anger, she stomped on the ground over and over again so forcefully that it seemed she might break through the floor. Thank God they're not in an apartment building with downstairs neighbors. Then, after seeming to come back to her senses for a second, she immediately froze her harsh breathing and asked Maria, "Maria, those rabbits in the bed, are they your close friends?" I see. Isn't it great that you have a Isn't it great that you have a full 4 friends? As she said that, Rosa grabbed one of the rabbits from Maria's hand. Then she shoved it in front of Maria's eyes so she could see it very well. The cute rabbit holding a trumpet was a small doll-like chess piece. Was a small doll-like a chess piece. Doll-like a chess piece. Okay, that was on me. She slowly lifted it into the air. Of course, Maria's and Sakutaro's eyes also followed it. Then, with a speed that the eye couldn't follow, she smashed it against the wall.
Eek.
Oh my God, she just murdered her! She had a family! She had half imagined that this worst possible thing might happen. So she instantly realized what had been done. So Maria let out a short, despairing scream. The blood, oh my God, It was in pieces. It had been small and sturdy, but that hadn't been enough to withstand her mother's fierce rage. "Because you didn't listen to what Mama told you, I broke one of them. From now on, every time you disobey something Mama says, I'll break another one. Remember that? Remember that! Sorry.
Miss, you think to call yourself a mother after doing something like that? You think you can do something like that and not hurt your daughter?
Do something about it, then!
Right.
How could you do this to your own daughter? I'm no person who's meant to stop this from happening! Poor Maria, I'm also hurting, right? Who's gonna take responsibility for my wounds? Well? Who is? Who is? Didn't I tell you to shut up? God, this fucking...
Stop it, Mama. It's my fault. Don't get mad at this lady.
It isn't Maria's fault, it's mine! Don't get mad at Maria! Do.
Didn't I tell you to stop playing with stuffed animals like that? In the first place, it's disgusting. You say a stuffed animal is your friend. Just how old are you? How old? Well, I forgot. This is just a gross, crappy stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton, right? Is it the only kind of friend you have? If you have enough spare time to pretend this monstrous stuffed animal is your friend, go out and make some real human friends. Why can't you never make any friends? That's why your class always treats you like a weirdo and makes fun of you. Give it a rest and get a hold of yourself already. Grow up from this stuffed animal and stuffed animal play.
Would you?
Like I said, stop playing with that stuffed animal.
Mama. Give him back. Give Sakutaro back.
Would you?
Mama grabbed hold of Sakutaro's head and took him from me. Then, she smashed him against the wall over and over. Sakutaro, no!
Right here. It hurts. Ah. I said stop it, damn it! I told you to stop that stuffed animal act! It's because of this stuffed animal, that's why you can never make any friends! That's why you alone are pushed off to the side in your class and treated like a freak! I should never have given you a stuffed animal like this! I should never have given you such a disgusting stuffed animal!
Stop it. Give Sakutaro back. Give Sakutaro back. Sakutaro's my friend. My best friend. As long as Sakutaro's there, I don't need anything else. So give him back. Give him back.
For some reason, my frantic request just added oil to the fire of Mama's anger. Mama pushed my arms aside as I tried to grab Sakutaro and snatch him back. And in a bizarre way, she stuck her fingernails on both hands deep into Sakutaro, twisting him. The red muffler, which I had carefully wrapped around him every day, came off and fell to the floor. Sakutaro, who had been so precious to me, was twisted, smashed, torn out with fingernails so much. He was twisted painfully, his face curving in sadness. Then Mama's fingernails found a stitch on the neck and tore it with the fingernails of both hands. She tore it apart.
She just killed a child! He was just a boy!
In that instant, Sakutaro's yellow cloth and the cotton inside burst apart, almost like moist cotton candy.
You.
Ado. Sakutaro. I don't. I don't.
The crumpled yellow cloth and the cotton candy flowing outwards thrust right in front of my eyes. Then, through Mama's face, the evil being stated it clearly. Sakataro is dead! I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting the fucking death sound effect. Look, this is heartbreaking. I know it's heartbreaking. Objectively, this is hilarious. Lady Maria's white heart, which was torn apart. His broken vessel can only be regenerated by the Meister who created him, Rosa. However, Rosa disposed of the vessel's fragments and even lost the pattern paper. On top of that, his existence was denied by the Meister herself, so his resurrection is now impossible. The Meister died in 1986, and any chance for his resurrection disappeared for all time. Even the endless witch of Beatrice could not manage it. This is like our first actual forever death. Like, this happened before the conference.
Yeah, that's why he's not there.
Like, oh my fucking god. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I need to process this. He's just fucking dead. Not even like a we didn't see him because we weren't Maria's POV. He's just fucking dead.
Yeah.
The first actual canonical forever death in this game is a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, also, everyone on the island died.
Yeah, but that's fluctuating because we keep returning to it.
Mm.
What I mean, like, there could be an ending where everyone on the island lives. But there's not an ending where Sakutaro lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mama ga gyuryu yugo. Gikuguki Kutaro. Sakata o Gubijita. What the fuck? Hold on. Whoa, what the fuck? It's red. Oh, shit, wrong one.
It's so red.
Suck at the dead. Yeah. It's just a direct translation. I don't know what I was expecting. What the fuck does this mean? Wow. Wow. Kudaro. Sagudaro. Ah.
Maria, Maria, do not cry.
Beatrice, Beatrice.
Sakutaro was a good friend. As long as you do not forget that, he will always be with you. So do not cry.
Bring it back to life. You can use a lot of magic, Beato. You can even bring Sakutaro back to life, right?
About that.
About that, of course, if Sakutaro had been my furniture, it would be easy. However, Sakutaro is your furniture. That makes it difficult for me.
If you say it's difficult, that means it isn't impossible, right? Bring it back to life. Bring it back to life with the endless magic.
To tell the truth, Sakutaro's vessel was a stuffed animal Rosa made herself, right? That Rosa has denied Sakutaro. A life that is not permitted by its own mother cannot exist.
Beatrice's words were feeble. Because she knew that, no matter what the excuse, it wouldn't be enough to calm Maria and make her accept it. But she had to communicate the painful truth to her disciple and close friend. Woman whose only friend is a 9-year-old. She had to tell her the fact that even with all of her own power, even she could not revive Sakutaro.
As long as you continue to strongly believe in Sakutaro's existence, that soul will not disappear. So, Maria, please, do not be sad. Even now, look, believe that Sakutaro is smiling right over there.
No. No, no, no. You have to bring Sakutaro back to life. No, no, no.
Give it up. There's no magic to revive Sakutaro. Despite that, you must strongly believe that Sakutaro will continue to exist as your close friend. That power will become magic.
That's not magic. That's not magic. You have to bring Sakutaro back to life. You can't do it because Mama made him herself. Why did Mama make Sakutaro? It was to give him to me as a present, right? It was to make him my friend, right? So why did Mama make it herself and break it herself?
Because she's a piece of shit.
Why did Mama give birth to it herself and try to break it herself?
Do you think what caused Rosa to go down this path was watching Beatrice fucking die right in front of her?
I mean, in part, for sure, but she was also just kind of really badly abused by her family.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate Mama. I hate Mama. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. Too sad. Too sad. Want to smash Mama up like she did to Sakutaro. Want to stick my fingernails in and tear her, turn her into cloth and cotton.
God damn.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Beatrice. Sakutaro.
From the darkness behind Maria's back, Two massive jet black arms crept out, twisting around Maria as she sobbed in anger. Then, massive fingernails stuck into Maria's chest and stomach. Maria could not see that, but Beato could. Anger and sadness without any place to go will tear you apart. Beato knew that. She could see that. Yes. And in the end, those massive arms were Maria's own. Those fingernails slowly started to eat into her chest and stomach. With their immense size and strength, those arms could probably tear Maria into bits easily. But Maria herself couldn't notice. Drowning in a sea of her own tears, she couldn't notice that her own arms were trying to tear apart her own chest.
I can't stand it, can't stand it. If Sakutaro can't be brought back to life no matter what, I want revenge. I want to make Mama meet the same end. I want to make her meet the same end as Sakutaro. Banteeche, teach me magic for that. Teach me magic to beat Mama.
God damn.
Is that truly how you feel?
Kill Mama, I'll kill her. No, that isn't Mama. It's the bad witch possessing Mama. I'll kill the witch Mama.
Very well. I shall give you that power.
Hands Maria a gun.
For tearing you and your beautiful heart apart, for giving you that pain, it is fitting that your heartless mother be torn apart considerably. I shall teach it to you. I shall teach you of the abyss in the world of witches, of the depths where no light reaches.
Sakutaro, Sakutaro. Hate, I hate everyone. I hate Mama too, and you too.
Damn, Angie
I
catching
hate
strays.
everyone. Everyone.
Alright. I think that's where we're gonna end it.
Okay.
Another really fucking heavy one. Oh my god.
Umineko's just like that. Sorry to break it to
Yeah.
you.
Oh my god.
You doing okay over there?
Yeah. I'm sad, man. Sakutano, no.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for another gut punch of an episode of Umineko. Hopefully next time we'll be more lighthearted. I hope you'll join us. Bye for now.